Are you 2,700 feet above this mountain, or are you 2,700 feet above mean sea level? Hey pilots and aviation lovers, welcome to our channel where we motivate and inspire future aviators. My name is Kanu, you're watching Nima Pilot, the Pride of Liberia. Alright guys, it's time to move on to the next set of terms that we need to define and understand. These terms are very important. We're going to use this set of terms a lot during our cross-country flying. Cross-country flight planning. So pay close attention and make sure you understand these terms. Again, all of this is like a building block. We need to understand the basic so that when we get to the cross-country flight planning, you will not be confused when we are using these terms, okay? And the set of terms we are talking about here is altitude. A-L-T-I-T-U-D-E. Okay, the different type of altitude you will run across. Okay, you will hear this a lot. Okay, so hopefully after today's video we won't be confused. But again, if you are not really getting this, go back and rewatch the video or leave a comment below and tell us what you really don't understand and what you need more explanation on. All right, the first altitude we will be talking about is indicated altitude. Indicated altitude is the altitude you read directly off of your altimeter when you dial in the current altimeter setting. Our pressure altitude. Our pressure altitude is the height above the standard pressure of 29.92 helium, 29.92 inches mercury. The next term is density altitude. Density altitude is pressure altitude corrected for non-standard temperature. I'm going to go back to pressure altitude. Pressure altitude, don't get confused with density altitude and pressure altitude, okay? Pressure altitude is pressure corrected for non-standard pressure. Remember, we say our standard pressure at sea level on a standard day is 29.92 inch. I think mercury is 8G. Okay. Anything above this number is non-standard. Anything below this number is non-standard. Okay. Yeah, we can really have like a low pressure that will be below this. Anything above this is high pressure. Now, again, don't be confused. Pressure altitude deals with correction on pressure. So pressure altitude is pressure corrected for non-standard pressure. Density altitude is pressure altitude corrected for non-standard temperature. So density has to do with temperature, and this has to do with pressure. Okay. Density altitude is very important because this one will affect your aircraft performance. Let's say your aircraft total weight is 2,500 gross weight. Maximum takeoff weight is 2,500. Okay. Now, on a very hot day, can you load this aircraft to 2,500? Will it perform good? Will you be able to take off on a very hot day? I doubt it. So your density altitude really affects your takeoff and your landing and your climb performance. True altitude. Your true altitude is the aircraft true vertical distance above mean sea level or sea level. Let's say this is your sea level. And out here you have some mountain. And this mountain, let's say this mountain from here, this mountain is 2,500 feet. And your altimeter, say you are flying, after setting your current altimeter setting, say you're flying 2,700. Are you 2,700 feet above this mountain? Or are you 2,700 feet above mean sea level? This here showing above mean sea level. You are only flying 200 feet above this mountain. Okay, so your true altitude measures your true vertical distance above mean sea level, not above any ground or obstacle. So we should not get that confused. All right, let us briefly review this before we move to the next term, group of terms. Okay. Now, your indicated altitude, what is it? You got it right. Indicated altitude is the altitude you read directly off of your altimeter when you set it to the current altimeter setting. Okay, what about pressure altitude? Pressure altitude is the height above standard pressure level of 2992 inches mercury. What about density altitude? Density altitude is pressure altitude corrected for non-standard temperature. What about your true altitude? Your true altitude is the true vertical distance of the aircraft above mean sea level. If you need to pause this video and rewind it, do that. And if you have further questions, leave it in the comment section below. Let's move to the next term. Now we're moving to airspeed. The different type of airspeed we will encounter, or the different type of airspeed you will hear a lot during your cross-country flight planning. We're talking about indicated airspeed, calibrated airspeed, true airspeed, and ground speed. As you can see, I have circled this indicated airspeed, right? Indicated airspeed is very important. Indicated airspeed is what we use as pilot to fly the aircraft. Your aircraft will start at this indicated airspeed. Your takeoff, your final approach speed is indicator. Your VY, VX is indicator airspeed. Okay, that's why I circled this. All of the other one for flight planning purposes, we're gonna go over them. Your indicator airspeed is the airspeed you read directly off of your airspeed indicator, point blank. Calibrated airspeed is your indicated airspeed corrected for instrument installation error. Your true airspeed is the speed at which the aircraft is moving through the surrounding air. Your ground speed is the speed of the aircraft as it's moved in relation to the ground. So that's about it. Indicated airspeed, calibrated airspeed, true airspeed, and ground speed. Don't let people confuse you with too much explanation. For now, all we need to know is our indicated airspeed is the airspeed we read directly off of our airspeed indicator. Calibrated airspeed for testing purposes, or when you're doing your rating test, there could be a question on calibrated airspeed. Is indicated airspeed corrected for instrument installation error? And your true airspeed always come with your manufacturer. You'll see it in your POH. Okay. The true airspeed is the airspeed of the aircraft as it's moved through the surrounding air. and your ground speed is the speed of the aircraft as it moves above the air, not above the air, above the ground. Okay, so that is it. All right, guys, that's about it for this video. I will see you guys in the next video, and in the next video we'll be talking about pilotage and aeronautical chart, and we'll go over some flight planning, loss procedure. So hopefully I will see you guys in the next video. But until next time, stay safe, stay proficient, stay current, have fun flying, and always remember to keep the blue sky up. Peace.